I'm here in Medjugorje and I'm with, what's your name?
Beena. My name is Beena.
And your name?
My name is Rithu.
And where are you two from?
We are originally from India, but we are currently working in the United Arab Emirates in Dubai and Abu Dhabi.
And when did you hear the first time about Medjugorje in your life? And what did you think when you heard about it?
Maybe 1989, I have started hearing about Medjugorje.
Yeah, and what did you think when you heard about it?
We have heard that it is a very peaceful place, and people, whoever has visited has had a personal experience. I may have heard about only in the late 2000s. So we've always wanted to come, but we kind of never thought it was possible, because there are less arranged tours from India, or at least from the part where we come from. So then we've always wanted to, but then we knew that it's a grace to come here and it's a blessing to come here, and we were not sure that we would ever reach here. We would ever reach, but with God's grace, we've been praying for a while, and then and the COVID hit, and then we thought the visa process might be a little tough, but the process and everything, it was as if God wanted us here. So the smooth, we just when we're not arranged, we just came, searching on Google and everything and seeing a little videos. And after coming here, it just feels so peaceful. We've never been to a place like this. It is we're feeling the grace, and everywhere you feel like praying. When you're walking, we feel like praying, and it's just so peaceful, basically.
And for you?
Yeah, for me also, I was really wanted to come, and it's my dream. Like, it was a dream place actually, and by God's grace, I reached yesterday here, and I feel that Mother Mary is with us, and we cannot express our feeling actually.
It's something you feel in the heart, right?
Exactly. And we could pray for everyone. Like, it is really a blessed place. What I can say, I don't know how to express my feeling. That much I am happy from my inside. Like,
you flew into Sarajevo from Dubai, or?
Yes.
Abu Dhabi too. We flew from Abu Dhabi to Sarajevo.
Did you take Wizz Air? Which one?
Wizz Air.
Yeah, I went to Wizz Air to Abu Dhabi like last week, and then to Holy Land.
Even I was in November 2022. I was in Holy Land. I visited for 11 days with all my sisters.
Wow.
So that was also a great trip. And I don't know, now again one more trip in my life. It was really, I cannot express my feelings that much. I am blessed.
Did you go to Adoration last night? Did you come already at that time? Or?
Yes, we were there from 5 to 8 in the church. So that program we have read. So we were there
How was
from
it
5
for you?
to... initially, obviously there was a language issue, but then we connected to the radio, and then we were able to understand better. But that also was especially the adoration after the Mass was a very good experience for us.
Yeah.
So
and you always have been a Catholic?
Yes, we've been a Catholic.
If maybe people listen now and they say, wow, they're so peaceful, so joyful. I want to be Catholic. How would you describe the beauty of your Catholic faith? Why are you Catholic?
I think she'll...
Just from the heart.
I think we were blessed to actually, born in a Catholic family. We were raised, and then I think, until my end of the school, we were just just going to the church on Sundays kind of person. But then I changed my school to a convent school, and then there, we got to experience more, and then I started going to church every day. So we are, I think, at least now, I think after the COVID, I've been a little lazy and at least tried to see the online Mass. But I think out of maybe 365 days, at least 300 days, we are trying to attend the Mass daily.
Wow.
Either in the church or online due to now. For I think maybe since 2011-12, I've been trying to do that. I try, because for me, personal prayer is not my strength. So, but I just want to stay close to God. So it's a whole experience. It's a whole blessing to just be with God, and I think it's just.
You feel happy.
Yeah, it's just so. Once you give everything to God, your life is a little relaxed. Otherwise, you just get stressed and anxiety and everything. But I think for us, we were blessed to, be brought up in a Roman Catholic. We are called Roman Catholics in a Catholic family. We were just blessed to be, and yeah.
And for you, what is the Catholic faith? What would you tell people? Why are you Catholic?
The same way, because we born and brought up in Catholic faith.
Yeah.
And Mother Mary is our stronghold. And I think few more, young years maybe we have lost little bit far from this thing, but after that we are close to Mother Mary's this thing. And what to say, we are so blessed, and our faith is actually, we have a strong faith from our childhood itself.
Yeah.
So still we are continuing that. It is more now, and in Dubai is the place where we have plenty of masses daily.
Wow.
So daily basis I make sure that I attend one mass. So that we are so blessed.
Why do you attend the mass? You gain something. A human being goes to somewhere because he
No
gains
way.
something. What do you
No,
gain at the
but,
mass?
Because we have so many life issues, but when we go and pray in the morning, the first mass we attend, that day is blessed.
That day is blessed.
Exactly.
For you, the same feeling when you enter mass?
Yes.
If we are not attending the mass, we feel very, distracted, and we're like, oh, there's something missing in the day.
Yes.
So, like, not always I can go to the church. So, at least on the online masses now we have the facility. So, at least on the online mass, we try our maximum. It's not like every 365 days I don't attend, but I try my maximum so that we can live in the faith and, not move away from God. I just feel closer to God when I'm attending the mass, because personal prayer, I'm a little bad at it. So, mass is my strength, it's the core. It's the core of my belief, basically.
And I was in the Holy Land, and I went to a synagogue, and I met a Jewish man, young man my age, and he asked, like, do you have a relationship with God? Do you have a relationship? I think you have, and how would you describe it?
I think, I feel that, something that we plan never works. So we might, feel a little disappointed. But then later in life, you get something so much better, and you definitely know it is from God. I mean, everything. So right now, when I'm disappointed and, I'm like, no, it is God's plan. It's always been God's plan, and it's definitely a million times better than what we plan. So I'm like, okay, this is just a step back, but in the good direction. So I always feel, God always has a better plan. So I'm 100% sure about that. So that is something I believe in. God always leads my way, and that is how how I connect with Him. And sometimes I feel bad for saying, oh, I don't have that. I am very anxious, but I'm like, God, I know you're there. I know you're there. I know it is just you're trying to teach me something or something like that. So that is the kind of connection I feel like, directly, definitely not blessed to have a direct connection, but that is how I connect with God.
And for you?
Actually, I have, while I was visiting Jerusalem, when I reached there, that previous day where we wanted to, next day we were planning to visit Golgotha. That time I had a big knee pain. I couldn't even get up from the bed. And the whole night I was praying one Psalms 57, 2 and 3, the verses. And it's
What
a
did it
miracle
say?
for me. It is in my
more or
language
less.
here.
What does it say? The psalm.
This one 57.
We all know in our language.
Yeah, in our language I know.
You know it. Doesn't matter. But what happened? You played the psalm. People look it up.
Psalm 57, 2 and 3.
Yeah.
The God. What?
Does not matter. Does not matter. What happened? Or you want?
And
what happened?
After that, I was full night, maybe whole night, I was praying that with the rosary, 55 times, and two or three times I recited that, and it was it's cured. After that, today, till now, I didn't have any problem.
Wow.
And today I went to that Apparition hill. I didn't even have a single pain or something like that, and that was real. I feel it. I cured with that Psalms 57, 2 and 3.
Oh, okay. Check it out.
Psalms 57, 2 and 3 verses.
And how was Apparition Hill for you? To go up the hill and be in front of Our Lady there.
Yes, we were walking towards the Apparition Hill. We don't know the directions, so we were using Google Maps, and we were going there. And then I was telling her, you see, it's the Mary's statue is there. Will we be able to make it? And even in Google we saw, it is a little tough. But then she's like, it's okay, we will try our best. And we forgot to take our stick also.
Yeah.
But then we were like, okay. But then it was much more easier because maybe we were praying, we were reciting the rosary and going.
Yeah.
So it was not as tough as we could. And then when we reached to the Mother Mary statue, we just, we couldn't control the joy. It was just so peaceful, and so, we couldn't believe that, Mother Mary has appeared there once, and we are blessed to actually visit there and be there for even at least for a few minutes. We were just so peaceful there, and we were filled with joy basically. And then but to those who could not come, we called them and see this is where Mother Mary has appeared, and then given the apparition. So it just,
Wow,
it was just
beautiful.
beautiful. Yeah.
And there you got the psalm, or what we have here?
Yeah, yeah.
You want to read it?
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
wants to read it?
I think you'll read the English version.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Either.
Read it out loud. The
Yeah.
noise in the background is big.
I cry out to God Most High, to God who will fulfill His purpose for me. He will send help from heaven to rescue me, disgracing those who hound me.
Beautiful. Yeah. And you go to confession?
Not today?
No,
today
but
evening.
generally you go to confession? In Dubai you go to confession?
Yes.
Why? Why do you go? What is so beautiful about the sacrament of confession?
Without confession,
Mhm.
we have to load all the sins on my this thing. Once we confess, we will be like feather, like we feel like. Then we can next day we can take sacrament as we are pure like
Your Holy Communion, you mean
Holy
you can take
Communion. Yes.
that? Wow, beautiful. And for you, confession?
I think one of the biggest grace of being a Catholic itself is having the the grace to confess. So I also tried to confess 1 or 2 months maximum, except for the big break we had in COVID. And then I think it brings us closer to the grace of God. I mean, without sin we can't live. We tend to sin. So giving that understanding that we've sinned and then repenting, I think leads us in the right direction. I would say, at least makes us feel closer to the ground. It's a big grace. So especially during the COVID, when we could not confess, we felt so uncomfortable. We were like, oh my God, that time we felt more, we understood the grace of confession more during that time. We were like, oh my God, we had the opportunity to confess every month, and we were kind of lazy, and now see we can't confess, and we were like, we don't know what happens during the COVID. We were like, at least we get to confess before, in case something is going to happen to us. So after COVID made us realize the more value of confession, and we're so glad we are having the grace to confess.
Wow, you pray the rosary?
Yeah, we
Yes.
do.
Why? Why are you so convinced of praying the rosary? It's not a prayer for old ladies?
No, we I mean, when I was in my classes, we have heard that we wear rosary.
Uh-huh.
So you wear it rosary as a ornament, but when it is in your hand, that it is a weapon.
Yeah.
So for us, it is a weapon of faith, so that we don't move astray from God. We always are closer to God. So for us, it is a weapon, and for me, it's always we've grown up hearing the rosary and the grace that it comes with. So always my go-to prayer is always the rosary, because it's always there in my head, and whenever I get a chance, I try to, obviously not I have not very regular, but whenever I do, I believe in the grace that comes with the
Wow, the rosary prayer.
rosary.
And for you, you have the rosary in the hand. Can you show it?
Yes,
For people
yes.
who maybe don't know it, there it is.
But
Yeah?
actually, the rosary is leading us to Mother Mary, and Mother Mary is always close to Jesus. So, if we pray to Mother Mary, it will go to. She acts like a advocate to us. Like so, always without rosary, we cannot live.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, without rosary, we think life is impossible for us.
You received a lot of grace, solutions to your problems when you prayed the rosary. Why is it so? Why do you say without the rosary I could not live? There must be something behind it, no?
We don't know. It is close to our heart.
Mm-hmm.
And when we say rosary, we
Yeah.
feel that
Yeah.
we will get that gift from God.
Yeah.
Like, it's a. I don't
You
know.
experienced it, no? That you
Exactly,
received the gifts from
exactly,
God.
exactly.
Wonderful. Maybe to finalize the interview, what would you tell people? Why should they come to Medjugorje?
We would say I haven't gone to the Holy Land, but I think it's the peace that we have to experience. I don't think I mean I've not gone to much places, but we feel welcomed. We feel at peace. We feel like like that God is nearer to us. Maybe I mean Mother Mary is nearer to us, because I mean it's so hard to believe that we can actually be in a place where Mother Mary has appeared, and that too not very old. I mean it's 1900, late 1900s. So I mean I think I mean there should be more people coming to experience this peacefulness and this grace that comes with the God, and to realize that it's not always the materialistic needs, at least to get converted and to be with God. And when you read, you really think what are we doing? Because I mean as per the articles that we've read, there are going to be visible signs in the life of the visionaries, so which is very close. So we only have a short time. We were reading all that, and then we were like, oh my God. And then it's a grace to come here. It's definitely a grace to come here. And then we were like, I mean it just feels very graceful and peaceful, and that we should make the opportunity to come and get converted and to be closer to God. I think everyone should, whoever can should
Yeah.
take that.
And for you, what would you tell people?
Whoever is having issues in the life, they should come and meet Mother Mary. We will get peace of mind. Peace of mind in the, not the normal peace of mind. We will get some. When we were in that Apparition Hill, we thought we are in heaven, like we are close to Mother Mary, and it was real. We don't know how to express our feeling to. Mother Mary was very close to us, and it was very peaceful place to pray, but we didn't have much time to spend there, because we were waiting for this 10 o'clock mass, but I couldn't reach. But still, it was a real heaven actually. It was very close. Mother Mary was very close to us that time.
Wow, beautiful. And maybe for you, you are very young. What would you tell young people? Medjugorje, Catholic faith. Do you have anything to tell to maybe if they're young listeners? There's so many young people, they don't even think about being Catholic or God. What would you tell them?
I mean, I think I had the blessing to, like I said, I think till 10th grade even I was just, only a Sunday Catholic. I would go to church on Sundays, attend my catechism, come back. But then I was lucky enough to have the experience to,
You had the experience of conversion?
not conversion, just like I think I was not aware in the previous. Just going to church on Sundays, I don't think will make us close to God. I mean, we get to learn about the God, but then in my till 10th, we were just going to the church, learning catechism. That's it. But it was not a conversion. But then I realized that there is something much more than what we see around. It is not what we see around. What we think is more important, and sometimes it really makes us. And for me, it is like I try not to pray, okay, I want this God, that is, and I want this, I want that. I try not to pray like that. I tell God, what you want me to do, please show me that, so that, and then I feel always that, and when I pray like that and something happens in my life, it is so much, it makes me so happy, and I'm like, okay, that is what was meant to be. So when we plan and when we try to make something achieve, then I feel, in the later part we will be not closer to God, and that's not what God had planned for me, and that's when we have to suffer more. But when we dedicate ourselves to God, it is so much easier, and you will have a relaxed life, less anxious life, and at the end I'm sure we'll understand that God's plan was so much better. So yeah, I try to remain in faith all the time.
Wow, thank you for this beautiful interview, both of you.
Thank you very much.